Hey, everybody, guess what? We are live this morning. I feel like I don't really have to do an introduction here, but I'm here live with Paula Deen. I'm so excited. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Donna, and I am equally excited to be with you this morning and to be able to know that we're going to be able to reach so many of our friends out there that maybe hadn't seen me in a while or whatever. I'm so thankful for this time to visit.
Yes, so we're going to talk about your new restaurant coming up. Like in
Yes,
just like 2 weeks, you're going to be opening in the Nashville area.
I will be coming in on October the 26th to cut the ribbon and thank everybody that has finally made this project come to life because we've probably been working on it a few years.
Yeah.
And, with so many, with our world kind of turning upside down, it just took much more time than we had hoped. So I told some guys earlier, I said, I feel like I've been pregnant for 3 years. And on October the 26th, I'm gonna give birth to about a 35-pound baby.
It's a big
That's about the
baby.
only way I can describe it.
Well, you've had a lot going on. I want to go
Yeah.
back a little bit. I would love to ask you, how did you first learn how to cook? Who taught Paula Deen how to cook?
Well, it was mainly my grandmother Paul, my mother's mother. She and my grandfather were in the restaurant and lodging business, and my grandmother was a fabulous cook. There was nothing that she couldn't prepare. I mean, I remember her. This would have been back in the late 50s, her taking big sea turtles and backing them and making turtle soup. I mean, she could do anything. And so my mother was a wonderful cook. I actually liked her cooking better than I did my grandmother's because my grandmother used a lot of pepper and my
Oh,
mother not so much. My grandmother used meal. My mother used flour, like for fried okra and things like that. So there were dishes of my mother's that I preferred over my grandmother's. But uh, my mother unfortunately passed away when I was just 23 years old. And so after she died, and my daddy had passed 4 years earlier at 40, it was just a crazy, crazy time. But anyway, my mother's mother, was still alive, and I would go get her and bring her to my house, and I'd say, Grandma, teach me everything. Teach me everything. And I remember the first thing I asked her to show me how to prepare was chicken and dumplings, and that was my daddy's favorite meal. And it was just, for some reason, it was just important that I learned how to make those. And so she definitely set me on my path without knowing it.
there you go.
The day I called her to tell her that I was I was 41 years old, I guess at the time. And I called and told her, I said, Grandmama, I've finally come up with a way that I can take care of myself and my boys because I was definitely wanting to make some changes in my life. And I was just running on and on and on and on. Wouldn't even stop to take a breath. And when I did, I said, Grandmama, I said, oh my gosh, we've gotten disconnected. And finally I heard her say, Pauline, have you lost your damn mind? Because she knew how hard the food business was. And I just laughed and I said, well, that apple don't fall too far from the tree, Grands. So I guess I have lost my mind.
And here you are.
But she
So,
gave me such a foundation without she or I knowing it.
right. I love that story. So, the question is now, do you still make chicken and dumplings? Do you think about her?
I
Is it
most
something?
certainly do. I most certainly do. And
What
I
is
don't
this?
make them without thinking of her and my daddy.
Yeah. I love chicken and dumplings, but I feel like they can be tricky. Like, what is your secret? What is grandma's secret to chicken and dumplings?
They can be, and she taught me that you've got to make a real tough dumpling that is just plain flour, salt, and ice water. It's got to be
Oh,
ice water, and you just work it, and it's going to be real, real tough because of that ice water. So you just get it to the right consistency, and then you start rolling it out, and you think you're never going to get it rolled out. Never. Because it's tough. So it's really nice to have somebody in the kitchen to kind of tag team with on rolling those dumplings. Um, because it took time. It took a
yeah.
lot of time. But I have to confess that in my hurry up world, I buy a frozen dumpling.
Oh,
And I have to say that they're as good as what I used to make, the way my
okay.
grandmother showed me. I think, there's some convenience foods out there that I would never buy and bring into my house. And there is some that I could not do without. Uh, let's see, puff pastry is one of those things.
Yes,
You
that's
know,
hard.
do I want to get in here and try puff pastry? Well, why don't I just go ahead and no, I don't want to do that. Uh, dumplings, do I want to spend 2 hours, making those? No, no. So that's the only difference between mine and grandmother's. And I know if she was still alive, she would say, hoop, hoop, hooray, hoop, hoop, hooray. Because let me tell you, I remember I was in my grandmother's kitchen with her, and she used a lot of canned biscuits. My grandmother Paul never, I don't ever recall her making a good homemade biscuit. So she was getting ready to open a can of biscuits, and she was wrapping it on the counter. And she looked at me, she said, I was so damn glad when they invented these things. So I that tells me that if my grandmother was alive and had the opportunity to buy a prepared frozen dumpling, she'd do it in a New York minute.
There you go. There's some things that it's okay to shortcut. I like that. You're
Yes.
giving us permission to use those. I
Yes, and I'm
appreciate
giving myself permission. I don't want to feel guilty. Uh, but it's got to be as good as,
right.
or better than I can make.
Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better because I didn't even realize that there were dumplings frozen I could buy at the store. So now my
Oh
family's
my
going to be
goodness.
happy.
Yes, there's Mary Hill and Annie. Who is that? Who is it? There's two different brands out there, Donna.
Okay.
And I remember one is easier to get out of the pack. One's a little harder. But one of them's Blue Hill and Annie's, or Annie something. But anyway, you'll find them in your grocery store.
Okay. I'm excited to know that. Um, well, wow, that's amazing that you just told us all of that. Let's go back to the store opening in Nashville. You actually are coming here on October 26th.
Donna, I am beyond excited, that this 35-pound baby is going to be born. Yes, I will be there Monday, October the 26th. I'm going to be coming in to cut the ribbon, and I hope so many people will come out to see uh, what my team has done with this space. We came into a space that was the boat captain. What was that, Eddie?
I think that was I
River tours or something like that. I can't remember. But we're located next to Opry Mills. And
Yes.
then when you stand on our front porch, you can look right into Opryland Hotel's water park.
Oh,
So, it, it's just fabulous. And we have turned that into a 17,000 square foot restaurant. We've got a banquet room. We got the retail stores. We're going to be open for lunch and dinner. And I'm just so excited because if I was going to move anywhere today and at my age, it would be there.
Really? I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Yes, that's the one
So you
place that could cause me to move.
okay, so you really like Nashville area.
I really, really do. I really, really do.
Well, what took
Love
you
the
so long to
people.
get here?
Well, like I said, the last 3 years
I know.
we've
I know.
we've been working so very hard, and seems like, if it was not the weather, it was. Well, let me tell you this, Donna. Nashville has got so much construction going on.
That's true.
Y'all are booming. So, it's almost like you have to wait in line,
Yeah.
for that good contractor. So, anyway, we've finally given birth.
I'm very excited. I'm glad it's finally happening and you're coming here. We can't be more
Yes.
excited. I have to ask you before we let you go,
Yes.
what is your one menu item that you say everybody has to try when they come to your restaurant?
Oh my gosh. To get it down to one. Well,
Okay, well,
I'd
maybe
probably
2 or
have to
3.
okay, thank you.
I'll give you extra.
I would probably, hopefully you and I can meet down there one day and share a meal together. I would
Yeah, I'd
love
love
that.
to. Yes, yes.
I'd have to say the fried chicken.
Oh, yeah.
That's the biscuits, the hoe cakes. We don't serve hoe cakes there, but all those things kind of put my family on the map. But you know what? I cannot leave one of our restaurants without having the pork chops.
Oh,
I adore our pork chops. Adore.
okay. So pork
So
chop.
it's all so good. It is all so good. Our chicken and dumplings are good too, Donna.
Okay.
But now we don't make flat dumplings. We take our biscuit mix and we make drop dumplings out of that wonderful biscuit mix because it's just insane delicious.
I can't wait to try that.
I
All right.
can't wait for you to try it.
Well, I can't wait to see you. So October 26th, you're coming down,
Yes.
opening the doors, cutting the ribbon. You guys go check it out. Paula
Hopefully,
Deen.
can you be there? Are you going to be able to be there on
Paula
Monday?
Deen, because you're asking me, I'll be there.
Yay! Yay! Well,
How can I
I'm gonna
turn that down? How can I say no?
Well, I'm thrilled that there's a chance that you may be there.
Yes, yes. You guys go check it out. You got a great location, and
It is. It's a fabulous location.
yes, lots of parking, easy to get to.
Yes, and parking. Living in Savannah, you realize how valuable parking space is
Yeah,
because we have none.
right, right.
And you can park at Opryland Hotel, you can park at the mall, you can park in our parking spot. So that's really makes things so much easier for our guests.
All right. Well, again, great to see you, and
It's
hopefully I will see you in person.
I hope so, Donna. Thank you. And I send all of our friends out there much love and best wishes to each and every one of them.
All right, and you guys keep following her on Facebook because she's doing cooking little demonstrations on her Facebook page. What did you call that again? The quarantine?
Quarantine cooking. In fact, as soon as you and I finish up, I'm fixing to start filming shows for my YouTube channel.
There you go. See what's on the docket for today? Do you know what you're cooking today?
Oh my gosh. I know I'm frying chicken. What all am I doing? We went over the menu last night and that's already left me, Donna. My memory's not real long these days.
It's okay. You have a lot going on. You're opening a restaurant. All
Yes,
right.
yes.
Thanks again. You guys go check it out. We're going to keep you updated, so don't go anywhere, and we'll give you all the details on her restaurant opening. All right. See you again soon.
Thank you, darling.
Bye.
Bye.